Hello dear students, good evening to everyone. Okay, first let me check the sound. Is it clear? Hello dear students. Okay, now start the transition and inner transition element. The first question is that select the color compound among the following. Select the color compound among the following. Titanium plus 4. So titanium plus 4 is the colorless. Cr. Chromium plus 3 is a color. So it is color ion. This is ZnCl2 actually, zinc chloride. Zn2 plus colorless and copper 1 plus is colorless. So option number second is correct. Option number second, CrCl3 chromium chloride is color compound. Next question. Potassium dichromate is a good oxidizing agent. In acidic medium, the oxidation state of chromium changes by 3. So this is straightforward question. Potassium dichromate is a good oxidizing agent in acidic medium. The oxidation state of chromium changes by 3. Select the electromagnetic material from the following. Ferromatic material. So this is ferromatic material, chromium oxide. So this is a chromium oxide is a ferromatic material. Next, identify the metal that form the colorless compound. So that form the metal that form the colorless compound. So scandium. Scandium form the colorless compound. Next. Okay, how is sodium chromate convert into sodium dichromate in manufacture of potassium dichromate from the chromite ore by the action of concentrated sulfuric acid? Yes, it is correct. By using concentrated sulfuric acid. Sodium dichromate convert into potassium dichromate from chromite ore by the action of concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4. The color and magnetic nature of magnet ion. The color and magnetic nature of magnet ion is green and the paramagnetic. So it shows the paramagnetic in nature. Okay, that's the paramagnetic in nature. So manganese having the that's 6 oxygen. Okay, oxidation state of manganese here 8 minus 2, so become as a plus 6. So plus 6 oxidation state, so it is the green and the paramagnetic. Identify the oxidation state of the titanium and copper in the colorless compound. Colorless compound, titanium plus 4 and copper 1 plus, no unpaired electron. Unpaired electron is equal to 0. Unpaired electron is equal to 0. If there is no unpaired electron, it is colorless. Always remember, there is no unpaired electron, it is colorless. Number of unpaired electron 0, it is colorless. In the reaction MnO4 minus plus Br minus MnO2 plus BrO3 minus, the correct change in oxidation number of the species involved. Br plus 5, so oxidation state Br minus 1. Mn has a plus 7, Mn plus 7, Mn plus 4, and Br has a 6 plus 5. Okay, plus 5. So the correct change in oxidation number of the species, Br plus 5 to Br minus, no, this is not correct. Mn plus 7 to Mn plus 2, no, it is not correct. Plus 7 to plus 3, not correct. And Br minus 1 to Br plus 5, yes, it is correct. Option number 4 is correct. When copper sulfate solution in water is treated with concentrated hydrochloric acid, it turns purple color complex, purple. The ionic charges on chromate and dichromate are -2 and -2. Chromate and dichromate. Chromate and dichromate. CrO4 2 minus, CrO4 2 minus, chromate, and this is the Cr2O7 2 minus. So this is chromate and dichromate. So chromate -2 and dichromate also -2, ionic charges. When a mixture of manganese dioxide, potassium hydroxide and potassium chlorate is fused, the product obtained is K2MnO4. The product obtained is potassium permanganate, potassium magnet, K2MnO4. K2MnO4. The ionic charges on magnet and permanganate. So this is MnO4 minus. MnO4 minus. So this is called as the magnet and permanganate as -1 -1. MnO4 minus. So this is the K2MnO4 minus permanganate, K2MnO4 minus 2 minus ethane, 2 minus. So this is actually answer as A, because K2MnO4 minus, na, K2MnO4 potassium permanganate and magnet -2 -2. So what is the potassium permanganate? Potassium magnet has a K2MnO4, na, K2MnO4. So this is 2 plus here and 2 minus here. Get it? 2 plus here, 2 minus here. 2 plus, 2 minus. So this is -2 charges here. Okay, note kera sarvani. What is the shape and the magnetic nature of the permanganate ion? Permanganate ion MnO4 2 minus. So there is no unpaired electron. So this is diamagnetic. So diamagnetic, but this is again the diamagnetic. So option number 3 and option number 4 is incorrect. That's MnO4 minus. MnO4 2 minus. So this is tetrahedral. Magnet and permanganate ion. This is the MnO4 2 minus. This is the tetrahedral. The shape of the permanganate is a tetrahedral. Next question. Identify the ionic charge and magnetic nature respectively of magnet. Same question, -2 paramagnetic. -2 paramagnetic. Magnet ion, magnet and permanganate both are different. So this is the magnet. Magnet is paramagnetic and permanganate is a diamagnetic. Always remember, magnet is paramagnetic and the permanganate is diamagnetic. But okay, that's both carry the -2 charges. Next question. Which of the following is a product of first step and is used as a reactant in next step in manufacture of K2Cr2O7 from concentrated chromite ore? Sodium chromate is your answer. Sodium chromate. What is the value of effective magnetic moment found in +3 oxidation state of chromium? So chromium having +3 oxidation state. Number of unpaired electron is 3. 3 unpaired electrons. So this is 3d3. 3d3. So So 3d3 is the electronic configuration. So it has a 3 unpaired electron. Value is a 3.87 Bohr magneton. So this is the formula. We have to calculate the magnetic moment. Under root of the n plus 2 Bm. Bm stand for Bohr magneton. This is the formula. We have to calculate here magnetic moment. Mu under root of the n plus 2. N is the number of unpaired electron. So this is the table here. Chromium plus 3. So 3.87 is your answer. 3.87. Okay, get it? 3.87. Next question. Identify the element having the highest enthalpy of atomization. Very important. Highest enthalpy of atomization, iron. This is very important question. Highest enthalpy of atomization. What is the highest? So this is the zinc as the lowest value. Zinc as the lowest value because it is a soft metal. It is a soft metal. Zinc is a soft metal. What is the highest oxidation state exhibited by any transition element among all? +8. +8 osmium. Osmium tetraoxide. OSO4. Or ruthenium tetraoxide. Ruthenium tetraoxide. Osmium and ruthenium both are elements having +8 oxidation state. Osmium tetraoxide and ruthenium tetraoxide. Highest. This is +7 as a Mn. Mn +7. +6 chromium. Chromium +6. Vanadium +5. Identify the correct decreasing order of densities. Decreasing order of densities. So vanadium, chromium, iron and nickel. Vanadium, chromium, iron and nickel. Decreasing order of densities. Identify the element if its expected electronic configuration 3d10 4s2. 3d10 4s2 atomic number 30. So this is argon 18. 18 plus 10 plus 2. So become as a 30. So zinc is the atomic number 30. So zinc has the answer. Okay, it is very easy. Argon atomic number 18, 3d10 4s2. When SO2 is passed through acidified K2Cr2O7 solution, the solution turns green. Straightforward question. SO2 is passed through acidified potassium dichromate solution, the solution turns green. Which among the following element possesses one electron in 4s orbital in observed electronic configuration? Copper. So copper has the electronic configuration argon 3d10 4s1 due to full field stability. 3d10 4s1 copper 29 atomic number, completely field stability. Which of the following element has 6 unpaired electron? 6 unpaired electron in observed electronic configuration. So 6 unpaired electron is the 3d5 4s1. 3d5 4s1 has 6 unpaired electrons. 3d5 has 5 unpaired electron, 4s1 1 unpaired electron. What is the position of an element in long form periodic table if the expected electronic configuration 3d9 5s2? So period number 5. So this 5 number is period. So period number 5. Period number 5, period number 5, period number 5. But that's how much group number here? 9 plus 2, 11. So group is 11. 9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. So group is 11. Which cation, from following does not form colorless compound? खालीपैकी कोणते कलरलेस कंपाऊंड आहेत? कलरलेस कंपाऊंड टिटॅनियम प्लस 3, टिटॅनियम प्लस 3 colorless compound, do not form colorless compound because titanium plus 3 as a 3D1, 3D1, scandium as a 3D0, copper as a 3D10, no unpaired electrons, zinc has a 3D10, no unpaired electron, all electrons are paired, 3D10, 0 unpaired electron, 3D10, again the 0 unpaired electron, 3D10, 0 unpaired electron, 3D10, again the 0 unpaired electrons. Identify the increasing order of effective magnetic moment in their plus 2 oxidation state. So plus 2 oxidation state, iron having the higher value, Fe, so it has the iron, cobalt, nickel, copper. So this is table actually. Plus 3 oxidation state. Get it? Number of unpaired electron decreases, the effective magnetic moment value decreases. Number of unpaired electrons. Which element from the following form colorless compound plus 2 oxidation state? Zinc. Zinc as a plus 2, so as a zinc 3D10, 3D10, no unpaired electron, no unpaired electron, it is colorless, no unpaired electron, it is colorless. Which among the following pair of elements shows highest oxidation state in plus 7 in their different compounds? Mn manganese, highest oxidation state plus 7. So Mn plus 7, Cl also plus 7. Get it? Cr as a plus 6, Mn as a plus 7. Vanadium as a plus 5, Mn as a plus 7. Sulfur shows maximum oxidation state plus 6, maximum plus 6. Chlorine plus 7. When SO2 is passed through acidified potassium dichromate, the process that takes place is green chromium sulfate is formed. Green color chromium sulfate is formed. What is the formula of the pyrolusite ore? MnO2. IMP question 2026. Important. Identify the correct statement about properties of interstitial compound. Interstitial compound correct statement. Densities of this compound are higher than the parent metal. No, it is not correct. Metallic carbide are chemically inert. Yes, it is correct. Melting point of these compounds are lower than parent metal. No, this is not a lower, this is higher. This is not a higher, this is lower. Chemical properties of interstitial compound are different than the parent metal. No, this is not a different, this is identical. Which among the following element has completely filled 3D orbital? Cadmium. Cadmium filled 3D orbital completely. So this is 3D 4D10 actually. So this is the 4D10. 4D10. 5s2. Get it? Cadmium. Right now, this is very, very important question. Select the catalyst used in hydrogenation of ethene. Hydrogenation of ethene, renin nickel. Renin nickel is used. Cobalt thorium alloy, Fischer-Tropsch process. What is spin only magnetic moment of element having one unpaired electron? If there is a one unpaired electron, there is one unpaired electron, there is one unpaired electron, so value as a 1.97. 1.73 value 1.73. 1 unpaired electrons. Which element among the following is ferromagnetic? Which among the following element is a ferromagnetic? Nickel is a ferromagnetic because it contains higher number of unpaired electrons. Nickel having the higher number of unpaired electrons. That's a 3d8. (3d8) 2 unpaired electron. Zinc 3d10 0 unpaired. Copper 3d10 4s1. Scandium 3d1 4s2. So it has a 2 unpaired electron. Nickel has a 2 unpaired electrons. Which property from following is not exhibited by interstitial compound? Their chemical properties are different. No, this is chemical property. It should be same. So this is not correct. Their melting point are higher than pure metal. Correct. Their densities are less than parent metal. Yes, it is correct. These are hard and good conductor of heat and electricity. Correct. So first answer, their chemical properties are different than parent atom. This is not a different, this should be same. Which block element from following are known as transition element? So simple question. D block elements called as transition element. F block called as inner transition element. Inner transition element. F block inner transition element. Which element from following exhibit various different oxidation state +2 to +7? Manganese. Why? Because 3d5 4s2 electronic configuration. 3d5 4s2 electronic configuration +2 to +7. Manganese is the answer. Mn. Next question. Which of the following element in their respective oxidation state does not develop spin only magnetic moment? So does not develop means 0. Zinc 3d10. So 3d10 has 0 unpaired electron, and if there is 0 unpaired electron, spin only magnetic moment does not develop. It is diamagnetic. What is the value of spin only magnetic moment in nickel in +3 oxidation state? So this is the 3d8 +3. 3d7 actually. 3d7. Okay, 3d7. Nickel is in the +3 oxidation state. So nickel +3 2 point. निकेल +2 पाहिजे इथे निकेल +2 पाहिजे इथे रॉंग झालं ऍक्च्युली +2 पाहिजे ठीक आहे +2 पाहिजे 2.84 इज युअर आन्सर ऍक्च्युअली ठीक आहे +2 च्या ऐवजी +3 पाहिजे आणि समजा +3 असेल निकेल +3 नेवर शोज निकेल +3 यार पण निकेल +3 असेल तर 7 असतील ना 3.87 ला जायला पाहिजे 3.87 देयर इज नो व्हॅल्यू ॲज 3.87 ठीक आहे सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द मिस्टेक हियर identify the catalyst used in the following reaction vegetable oil hydrogen nickel so this is Raney nickel is your answer Raney nickel next question Which among the following statement about common properties of D block element is not true? Is not true. These have high tensile strength. Correct. These are bad conductor. No, this is good conductor. This is incorrect actually. Not true. These are not a bad conductor. This is good conductor of heat and electricity. These are lustrous and shining. Yes, it has a lustrous and shining. These are electropositive metal. Yes, it is electropositive metal. Which alloy from following used to prepare medals and statues? So medals and statues are prepared from bronze. Medals and statues are prepared from bronze. Which from following statement is not true for transition element? Not true for transition elements. Higher the oxidation state, greater is the effective nuclear charge. This is correct. Higher the oxidation state, greater is the effective nuclear charge. Higher the oxidation state, more is decrease in ionic radii. Correct. Ionic radii of element same period are smaller than representative element of that period. Correct. These elements do not show variation in oxidation state. These elements show variation in oxidation state. So this is not true. Which element from following has condensed electronic configuration 3d10 4s2 zinc? Same question repeat in 2021. So argon having atomic number 18. 18 plus 10 plus 2. So value become as 30. So zinc has atomic number 30. Very easy. Argon. Argon 18, 10 plus 2 is equal to 30. 3d10 4s2. Zinc. Identify non-ferrous alloy from the following. Non-ferrous. Non-ferrous alloy is the bronze. Steel, steel and steel. All steel are. All steel are ferrous. All steels are ferrous. Always remember. All steels are ferrous. Identify the last element of first transition series. First transition series, the last element. Zinc is the last element. What is the total number of series of transition element? 4. There are the 4 total number of series of transition element. Which element from following possesses lowest number of unpaired electron in +2 oxidation state? Copper. So copper possesses +2 oxidation state, very lowest number of unpaired electron. Lowest number of unpaired electron, copper. What is the value of spin-only magnetic moment? Titanium +3. Titanium +3, 3d1. So 3d1, 1.73. 1 unpaired electron. 3d1, 1 unpaired electron. So scandium, titanium. Titanium +3, 1.73. Number of unpaired electron 1, 1.73, 2, 2.84, 3, 3.87, 4, 4.90, 5, 5.92, 73, 84, 87, 90, 92. Which of the following not a last element of any transition series? Molybdenum. Molybdenum is not a last element of any transition series. zinc, cadmium, mercury are the last element of the series. What are the different common oxidation state exhibited by scandium? Scandium shows oxidation state +2, +3. Next, what is the value of spin-only magnetic moment of single unpaired electron in an atom? Single unpaired electron, one unpaired electron, so 1.73. One unpaired electron, 1.73. Two unpaired, 2.84. 3, 3.87. Which among the following elements exhibit ferromagnetic properties? So which element shows the ferromagnetic properties? Cobalt. Cobalt shows the ferromagnetic properties. Which of the following element is true about D block element? True about D block element. Atomic radii increase from left to right in a period? Not increases, it decreases. In this element, last electron is filled in n-2 d subshell? No. n-1 d subshell. n-1 d subshell. D electron offer greater screening effect? No, it offers the poor shielding effect. Poor shielding screening effect. Nuclear charge increase from left to right in a period? Yes, it is correct. Nuclear charge increase from left to right in a period. Which element from following has completely fit 3d orbital? So zinc, 3d10. 3d10 shown by the zinc, atom number 30. Which from following pair of element have one in 3d, one electron in 3d subshell? Observe electronic configuration. So this is the 5d1. 5d1, one electron, 5d1, gadolinium and lutetium. Gadolinium, lutetium. Actually, this is a question from F block element. F block elements. F block elements. Identify the outer electronic configuration of first element of first transition series. First element of first transition series. Scandium. This is scandium, atom number 21. 3d1 4s2. Scandium is the first element of first transition series. What is the number of unpaired electrons present in d orbital of chromium to have extra stability? Number of unpaired electrons in d orbital. So this is 3d5. 5 unpaired electron. 3d5. So this is 3d5. So it has the 5 unpaired electrons. What is the position of copper in modern periodic table? Copper having atom number 29. 29. So it has the period number 4 and group number 11. 3d10, 4s1. So it has the period number 4, group number 11. 10 plus 1. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. Which from following alloy is used for ultra high speed flight? titanium alloy. Identify the element if it's observed an expected electronic configuration 3D14S2. Scandium is the answer. Argon 18, 18 plus 1 plus 2, so become as a 21. So 21 atomic number scandium. Which element from following exhibit common oxidation state plus 2 only? Common oxidation state plus 2, zinc, because 3D10 4s2, 3D10 4s2, so there is 2 electron from 4s, common oxidation state plus 2. Which among the following element in their respective oxidation state develop lowest spin only magnetic moment? Lowest spin only magnetic moment. So copper 2 plus 3D9. So it has a 1 unpaired electron, value as a 1.73. 1.73 Bm Bohr magneton. This is the table. Which among the following is not ferromagnetic? So zinc is not a ferromagnetic because no unpaired electrons. There are 3D10 4s2, there is no unpaired electron, 0 unpaired electron. So it is not a ferromagnetic, it is diamagnetic. Zinc is a diamagnetic because unpaired electron is 0. All electrons are paired. What is total number of unpaired electrons present in observed electronic configuration? Chromium. So what is the chromium? 3D5 4s1, 3D5 4s1. So it has 6 unpaired electrons. Which from following alloys is used to construct marine condenser tube of ship? Marine condenser tube, cupronickel. Cupronickel is an alloy used to construct marine condenser tube of ships. What is the number of unpaired electrons? Scandium plus 3. So scandium plus 3 is 3D0. Zn2 plus 3D10. So both having 0 unpaired electron. Unpaired electron. Scandium plus 3, 3D0. So 3D0, 0 unpaired. Zn2 plus zinc, 3D10. And 3D10 also 0 unpaired electron. So number of unpaired electrons is equal to 0. What is the number of unpaired electrons? Unpaired electron, iron plus 3. So Fe plus 3, 3D5, 4A0. So 5 unpaired electrons. 3D5, 5 unpaired electrons. Plus 3 oxidation state. Fe is in the plus 3 oxidation state. Which statement from following is not true? Is not true, not correct. Effective nuclear charge decrease as atomic number increase in a period. No, it is not correct. Effective nuclear charge increases as atomic number increases in a period. Effective nuclear charge increases as atomic number increases in a period for transition element. Electron from d orbital offers smaller screening effect. Smaller screening effect. Yes, it shows the poor screening effect. D orbital in atom are less penetrating. Yes, it is less penetrating. Atomic radii decrease gradually from left to right. Yes, it is correct. Very important question. Please note down here. CET 2026. What is the position of an element in modern periodic table if its outer electronic configuration 3d10 4s2? So 3d10 4s2 is the zinc. Zinc atomic number 30. So it has a fourth. So period number fourth. 10 plus 2 is the 12. So it has a 12. 10 plus 2. So it has a 12 group. So how to find out the period and group number? This is very, very important. What is the position of an element in modern periodic table? Next question. What is the position of the titanium in modern periodic table? Titanium. So titanium atomic number 21, electronic configuration 3d1, 4s2. Get it? Scandium, titanium. So this is 22, 22, 3d2, 4s2. So 2 plus 2, 4, period number 4 also. Titanium 22. Titanium atom number 22, 3d2, 4s2. 2 plus 2, 4. So group number 4, period number 4. What is the number of unpaired electrons present in zinc? Zinc 3d10, 4s2. 3d10, 4s2. So it has a 0 unpaired electron. All electrons are paired. All electrons are paired. So it is the 0 unpaired electrons. Identify the element if its observed electronic configuration is represented as 3d10 4s1. So this is 18 plus 10 plus 1 is equal to 29. So 29 as a copper. 29 as a copper. 3d10 4s1. What is the number of electron present in D subshell in +1 oxidation state of the Cr. Cr stand for chromium, chromium plus 1, chromium plus 1. So 3d5, 4a0. So it has a number of electron present in D subshell is 5, 3d5. 3d5, 4a0. What is the number of unpaired electron present in D subshell? Unpaired electron D subshell. Nickel is in the ground state. So this is 3d8, 4s2. So it has the 2 unpaired electrons. It has the 2 unpaired electrons. Which among the following element exhibit highest number of various oxidation state? Manganese. Manganese shows +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 and +7 oxidation state. plus 2 to plus 7 oxidation state. Highest number of various oxidation state 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of different oxidation state. Manganese. Manganese shows the different oxidation state because 3D 5 4 is okay. Clear? Next. Which among the following pair of element is not regarded as transition element? Mercury and zinc. Mercury and zinc due to completely filled n-1 d10 electronic configuration. D10 n-1 d10 completely filled electronic configuration. Which element from 3D transition series is at the top having highest melting point when a graph of atomic number and their melting point is plotted? Chromium. This is IMP question for your 2026 exam. Chromium shows the highest melting point. Which of the following element on the basis of electronic configuration is not considered as transition element? Cadmium. Cadmium due to n-1 d 10 electronic configuration in their common oxidation state as well as the elemental oxidation state. n-1 d10. What is the general electronic configuration of the element of fourth transition series? Fourth transition series is the 6D transition series. Fourth transition series 6D series. So 6D is your answer. 6D. First transition 3D. So 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D. So this is first, this is second, this is third and this is fourth. So 6D is the fourth transition series. Okay, get it? What is the outer electronic configuration of the last element of first transition series? Last element of first transition series. Last element of first transition series. So zinc atomic number 30. 3D10 4s2. 3D10 4s2. Argon atomic number 18. 18 plus 10 plus 2. So how much become here as a 30? So zinc is a 30 atomic number. Argon atomic number how much? 10. 3D10 4s2. This is wrong. This is 5s1. Incorrect. This is krypton. This is incorrect. 3D9 is not correct. Krypton. This is again it is incorrect. What is the position of an element in modern periodic table if observe electronic configuration 3D10 4s2? So 3D10 4s2. 4 stand for period number. So this is period as a 4. 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. So group number 6. 3D 5 4s1. So what is the valence shell here? 4. So period number 4. Valence shell, number of valence shell is the number of period. Number of valence shell is the number of period. And number of electron, addition of electron, 3d 5 4s1, 5 plus 1 is the group number. Okay, are you getting this one? How to calculate the group and period number? This is very important question from 2022 as well as 2025 also. Next. Which from following statement regarding transition element is not correct? Transition element is not correct. Ionic radii of these elements are smaller than the ionic radii of representative element. Correct. Transition elements are more electropositive than elements of group N2. No, more, it is less electropositive. This is incorrect. This is not a more electropositive, this is less electropositive. These elements form ionic compound in lower oxidation state. Yes, it is correct. The ionization enthalpies of element of third transition series are higher than element of first transition series. Yes, it is correct. Next question. This is again the very important question. Please note down IMP question for 2026 CET exam. What is the total number of unpaired electrons in observed configuration of element group 11 and period 4? Group 11 and period 4. So please calculate how to calculate the period number 4 and unpaired electrons. Please anyone answer it. Group number 11, so 10 plus 1, na? 10 plus 1 become 11. This is 11. How they become as 11? Transition and inner transition element. Transition and number 8, transition element. I am talking about the D block elements. Half of the lesson. First half. So 11, how they become as 11? 11 become as a 3d10 4s1. So 3d10 4s1, number of unpaired electron 1. So this is copper. Copper, yes, very good, copper. Okay, period number 4. How to calculate the group number 10? 10 plus 1 become 11 and period number 4. So this is copper. Copper atomic number how much? 29. Yes, very good. Which from following is a formula of cryolite? So what is the formula for cryolite? Cryolite has a formula Na3AlF6. Na3AlF6 is called as a cryolite. CaF2 fluorspar. Fluorspar. Okay, fluorspar has a formula calcium fluoride. BaSO4 bright. Bright. And this is calcium phosphate. Next question. Again the same type of question. Question number 89. So please answer. What is the total number of electron present in n-1d and ns orbital 8 group and 4th period? So how to calculate the 8 group and 4th period? So 8 group, total number of electrons. Always remember 8 group. Group number, total number of electrons. Are you getting this one? Number of group number is the total number of electron present in the valence shell. So simple, group number. Question 23, CET 2023. This is again the very important question. IMP question 2026. Yes, very good. Which element from following exhibit various different oxidation state? Plus 2 to plus 7, manganese. Manganese 3D5, 4s 2. So plus 2 to plus 7, manganese. So simple here. Next. Find the number of unpaired electrons of Cr in expected configuration. So what is their expected configuration? Observe and expected are different. Always remember. Expected and observe. Expected is theoretical. Observe is experimental. So expected, I am talking about expected. Expected 3D4. 3D4, 4s2. This is expected. Observe is different. Are you getting this one? Observe and expected. So if the question asks for observe, observe is experimental. Okay, blur. Expected electronic configuration. So 3D4, 3D4, 4s2. Which from following element is most stable in plus 3? So plus 3 oxidation state. Scandium. Scandium plus 3 oxidation state. Most stable oxidation state. Scandium is a plus 3. Which pair of element in their respective oxidation state from following does not exhibit spin-only magnetic moment? Does not exhibit spin-only magnetic moment. Zn2 plus 3d10, because zinc has a 3d10, no unpaired electron, and scandium as a 3d0, no unpaired electron. So does not show spin-only magnetic moment because unpaired electron is 0. Which element from following will have highest number of unpaired electron? Highest number of unpaired electron plus 2. So highest number of unpaired electron is chromium. So that's a plus 2. 3d4. 3d4. 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. 3d4. 4 unpaired electrons. What is the value of spin-only magnetic moment? Scandium plus 3. So scandium in plus 3 is 3d0, 0 unpaired electron, 0 Bohr magneton. Scandium plus 3. Scandium plus 3, 0, 0, 0. Calculated value of spin-only magnetic moment 0. Which from following element exhibit highest spin-only magnetic moment? Plus 3. Highest. So highest spin chromium plus 3. So 3D 3d3, 4s 0. So there is a 3 unpaired electrons. Which from following is a molecular formula of siderite? So siderite has a formula FeCO3, iron carbonate. Siderite. This is ore. Identify the strongest oxidizing agent from the following. AU. Gold is the strongest oxidizing agent. Gold is the strongest oxidizing agent. Siderite having formula iron carbonate. Identify the metal iron. Identify the metal iron from following that does not exhibit magnetic moment. Scandium plus 3 does not exhibit 3D 0, 3D 0, 0 unpaired electron. Which element from following has highest value of spin only magnetic moment? Plus 2 oxygen state. So manganese, because 3D 5 unpaired electron. If there is 5 unpaired electron, value as a 5.92. 5.92. Manganese plus 2, 3D 5 unpaired electron, 5.92 is the value. What is the number of unpaired electrons? Divalent atomic number 25. 25 is the manganese. Manganese plus 2 is the 3D 5. So this is your answer. 3D 5 unpaired electron. 3D 5 unpaired electrons. What is the number of unpaired electrons? D orbital of copper due to extra stability. So this is the 3D10, 4s1. So d orbital unpaired electron 0. D orbital unpaired electron 0 because 3D10. Identify non-ferrous alloy. Steel, brass, all steel. Always remember, all steel are ferrous. All steel are ferrous alloy. Always remember. All steel are ferrous alloy. Whenever there is written as a steel, so it is always ferrous. If there is no written as a steel, it is non-ferrous. Are you getting this one? Question number 103. Identify ferrous alloy. Pass. Same type of question, ferrous alloy. Please identify the answer. Identify non-ferrous, identify ferrous. Question 19 में shift 1, shift 2. Identify ferrous alloy, identify non-ferrous alloy. So what is your answer? Ferrous, steel. If there is a steel, so it is nickel steel. Remaining are the non-ferrous alloy. Nichrome, bronze, cupronickel are non-ferrous alloys. Get it well? This is very important question. What is the number of unpaired electron? Number of unpaired electron manganese 3d4, 4 unpaired electron. 3d4, manganese plus 3, 3d4, 4 unpaired electron. Identify the element if its electronic configuration Identify the element if its electronic configuration is represented as 3d10 4s2. So argon 18, plus 10 plus 2, so value become as a 30. So zinc atomic number value 30. Zinc is your answer. Atomic number of argon 18, 3D 10. So 18 plus 10 plus 2 become as a 30, and zinc has atomic number 30. Next question, identify the element having lowest ionization enthalpy. Lowest ionization enthalpy, scandium having lowest ionization enthalpy. सर्वात कमी आयोनायझेशन एंथैल्पी कोणाची? तर जो पहिला एलिमेंट आहे, पहिला कोणता? स्कॅन्डियम. स्कॅन्डियम, टिटॅनियम, व्हॅनेडियम, क्रोमियम, मॅग्नीज, आयर्न, कोबाल्ट, निकेल, कॉपर, झिंक. तर जो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट आहे त्याची आयोनायझेशन एंथॅल्पी व्हॅल्यू कमी असते. सो स्कॅन्डियम इज द फर्स्ट ट्रान्झिशन सिरीज एलिमेंट, atomic number 21. Next, calculate the value of spin only magnetic moment of an element plus 3 oxidation state, atomic number 23. So atomic number 23 and plus 3, so this is the 23 atomic number plus 3, so this is the 3D. Vanadium is the element actually, vanadium 23. So vanadium has the electronic configuration 3D3 4s2, and in plus 3 oxidation state, so vanadium as a plus 3 oxidation state, so he become as a 3D2. So 2 unpaired electron 2.84. 2.84. Yes, ionization enthalpy down the group decreases. Very good. Ionization enthalpy down the group decrease and left to right increases. Okay, are you getting this one? 2.84. So 2 unpaired electrons. Vanadium. Okay. Which of the following metal is used as catalyst in manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process? Platinum. Platinum is the answer. Platinum is a catalyst used to prepare sulfuric acid by contact process. Platinum. Next is find the value of spin only magnetic moment chromium cation plus 2. Chromium cation plus 2. So it has a 3D4 electronic configuration. 3D4. So value as a 4.90. Chromium plus 2. Chromium plus 2 3D4. Yes, 2025 भी होगा. Yes. Wait, 2023 right now, carry on, 2024 and 2025 also. What are the different possible oxidation state exhibited by the scandium? Scandium plus 2 plus 3. Scandium atomic number 21, this is 3D1 4s2, so plus 2 and plus 3 oxidation state. From 2021, 2000, that's 14, CET exam, MHT CET 2014 to 2025, all PYQs, previous year question. This is a big collection here, 2014 to 2025, all PYQs. And 2014 selected, only selected, those are the syllabus remains intact. And please solve only these questions 2000, that's 14 to 2025, all PYQs will get the 99 percentile, sure. 100 percentile also there. Which from following statement regarding transition element is not correct? Not correct. Which from following statement regarding transition element is not correct? This exhibit property between S and P block elements. Yes, correct. This form cations with incomplete D subshell. Yes, correct. 5D series. 5D series consists of all elements from lanthanum to mercury of periodic table. 5D series consists all element, not all element. This is not correct. Lanthanum to mercury. Mercury is not element. These are arranged in 4 different series. Yes, it is correct. हाँ yes, physical chemistry भी होगा बाद में. After transition, inner transition, P block elements of group 16, 17, 18. Then next chapter है तो thermodynamics, chemical thermodynamics, next electrochemistry, next chemical kinetics. And next chapter ionic equilibria, solution, and last है the solid state. And then 11th 10 lesson, 10 chapter from 11th, 10 chapter 10 MCQs from 11. Identify the element from the following having 6 unpaired electrons. Identify the element from following having 6 unpaired electrons in observed electronic configuration. 6 unpaired electrons. So chromium 3d5 4s1. So 3d5 4s1. Here is a 6 unpaired electron. What is the position of transition element of scandium to zinc in long form periodic table? Scandium to zinc, group number 3 to 12, period number 4. This is very important. Group 3 to 12, period number 4. Group 3 to 12, period number 4, scandium to zinc in the long form periodic table. So this is the 3D transition series. 3D transition series. So this is the 3D transition series, first transition series. What is the calculated value of spin only magnetic moment if only one unpaired electron are present? 1.73. 1.73. If there is only one unpaired electron, value as 1.73. If 2 unpaired electron, 2.84, 3 unpaired electron, 3.87, 4, 4.90, 5, 5.92. So number of unpaired electron is equal to 1 point something, 2 point something, 3 point something, 4 point something, and 5 point something. This is number of unpaired electrons. Are you getting this one? Identify the correct formula for spin only magnetic moment. Mu is equal to under root n plus 2 Bohr magneton. This is very, very important question. Straight formula. 2026 also there. Straight formula. Identify the correct formula for spin only magnetic moment. Mu is equal to under root n plus 2 bm. N is the number of unpaired electrons. Identify the catalyst A used in the following chemical reaction. So this is the iron chromium. Iron chromium is the catalyst. Carbon monoxide plus water to give CO2 plus hydrogen. Iron chromium is the complex used for the water plus carbon monoxide to give CO2 plus hydrogen gas. Which from following cation in their respective oxidation state develop colorless aqueous solution? Colorless Cu1 plus because 3D10 4s 0 unpaired electron. So it has a 0 unpaired electrons. Colorless solution. Copper 1 plus 3D10 4s 0. Which element from following does not exhibit spin only magnetic moment? So scandium plus 3. Scandium plus 3 is equal to 3D0. So 3D0 no unpaired electrons. 3D0 no unpaired electrons. Scandium plus 3 3D0 0 unpaired. So it is the 0 Bohr magneton value. Calculated magnetic moment is 0. What is the numerical value of spin only magnetic moment? Copper plus 2. So if question asks for copper, so copper plus 2. So copper plus 2 is a 3D9 4a0. So 1 unpaired 1.73. This is 1 ampere. 1.73 3D9 copper 2 plus. Copper 2 plus 3D9 1 unpaired 1.73. Which from following is non-ferrous alloy? Same question asked here. Non-ferrous. Steel. All steel are ferrous. All steel are ferrous alloy. So this is brass. Brass is a non-ferrous alloy. What is the position of copper in long form periodic table? So copper has the electronic configuration 3D10 4s1. So 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. So group number 11 and period number 4. Next question. Which element from following possesses half-filled d orbital? Either in expected or observe manganese 25 electronic configuration 3d5 4s2. So 3d5 half filled, this is stand for the d5 is half filled. So manganese is the answer. Which from following alloys is used to make statues? Bronze is used to make the statue. Bronze statues. What is the number of elements present in each series of transition element? Number of elements present in each series of transition element 10 elements. Number of elements are 10th. Which from following series of elements is correctly arranged according to their decreasing order of ionization enthalpy? Zinc having the highest ionization enthalpy, then iron, chromium, and then scandium. Which from following catalyst is used decomposition of potassium chlorate MnO2? MnO2 is used as a catalyst to decompose the potassium chlorate to give oxygen and KCl. Which among the following cations produce colorless aqueous solution? Scandium, because 3D0 0 unpaired electron. 3D0 0 unpaired electron. So 3D0 0 unpaired is colorless. Next, find the number of unpaired electron copper in ground state. So copper 3d10 4s1. So number of unpaired electrons is equal to 1 4s1. 4s1 1 unpaired, 3d10 0 unpaired. Identify the element having highest ionization enthalpy. Highest ionization enthalpy is zinc due to atomic size. Atomic size of zinc is very small. That's why it has the highest ionization enthalpy. All cells are completed. First, highest ionization enthalpy 3d10 4s2. All electrons are paired. So all electrons are paired. Highest ionization enthalpy. Which among the following not regarded as transition element in 3D series? So zinc. Why? Because 3d10 4s2 completely filled shell. Completely filled subshell, not a transition. Catalyst used for decomposition of potassium chlorate MnO2, manganese dioxide, is a catalyst used for decomposition of potassium chlorate into KCl and oxygen. Does not exhibit magnetic moment, +2 oxygen state. So +2 oxygen state zinc. Zinc is the +2, Zn +2, 3d10. So 3d10, 0 unpaired electron. So 0 unpaired electron is a 0 Bohr magneton. There is no magnetic moment. What is the general electronic configuration of transition element? Transition element shows electronic configuration n-1d 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. n-1d 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. What is the total number of unpaired electrons in an element placed period 4 group 12? Period 4 group 12. So what is the 12 here? 10 plus 2. So 10 plus 2 12. So this is the period 4. So 3d10 4s2. 3d10 4s2 0 unpaired. So this is zinc actually. This is the zinc, atomic number 30. Which element from following exhibit lowest number of different oxidation state? Zinc. Zinc shows only one oxidation state, +3 only, +2 only actually. This is +2 only. Due to 3d10 4s2 electronic configuration. 3d10 4s2 electronic configuration. So do not show variable oxidation state. Which from following catalyst Haber process molybdenum iron for manufacture of ammonia? Ammonia is manufactured by using Haber process. Haber process, molybdenum and iron. What is the number of electrons present in 3d orbiter titanium +2? So number of electron present in 3d orbiter titanium +2, 3d2, titanium +2. Which from following metal ion in their respective oxidation state form color compound? Iron. So this is the 3d4, 3d6 actually. There is a 3d6 4s2, 3d6 4s0. So this is the Fe2+. So there is a 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. Next question, what is the number of electrons present in D subshell, atomic number 27, oxidation state plus 2, oxidation state plus 2, atomic number 27. So this is the 3D7, 4s, 0, so 7. Number of electron present in D subshell. 3D7 4s0. What is the highest oxidation state of third row transition element? Third row transition element. Ruthenium OSO4 plus 8 or osmium OSO4 as a plus 8. Ruthenium and osmium. This is a very important question. Which element from following plus 2 state exhibit highest magnetic moment? Manganese. Manganese 3d5, so 5 unpaired electron. Manganese 3d5, 5 unpaired electron in plus 2 state. 5 unpaired electron, highest value, that's a 5 point, how much? 5.92. 5.92. Which element from following exhibit highest number of various different possible oxidation state? Manganese. Manganese shows a plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. So this is the 6th oxidation state. How much? 6. 6 oxidation state. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which element from following has lowest ionization enthalpy? Lowest ionization enthalpy is scandium, atomic number 21, first element, and this is highest. This is highest ionization enthalpy. Identify the alloy used for construction of gas turbine engine. Nichrome. Nichrome is the answer. Gas turbine engine. Identify the alloy used for making the gas turbine engine. Which pair of metal ion from following same number of unpaired electron? Fe3 plus, so Fe 3d5 and Mn2 plus, again the 3d5. So 3d5, 3d5, 5 unpaired electrons. 5 unpaired electrons. Identify the first statement about transition element. First statement. As per IUPAC convention, the transition metal atom has incomplete subshell. Yes, it is correct. 6D series include all elements from actinium to CN. Yes, correct. These elements are placed in group 3 to 12 in modern periodic table. Correct. In these, n-1d orbital fits successfully. Correct. 6D series include all element actinium to CN. 189 to CN. No, it is not correct. So this is first statement actually. CN. All elements, not all elements. In between them there is a F block elements. Which element from following which element from following does not exhibit magnetic moment plus 2 oxygen state? So copper as a 3d10. So 3d10, 0 unpaired electron. If there is 0 unpaired electron, copper 1 plus, okay, 3d10, so 3d10 plus 2 oxidation state. 3d10, no unpaired electron, so Bohr magneton value is 0. Identify the false statement about zinc. It has no unpaired electron either in observed or in expected electron configuration. Correct, because this is 3d10 4s2. It has lowest density among all the 3D elements. No, it is not correct. It has no lowest density. It has highest density. It has highest ionization enthalpy. Correct. Magnetic moment Zn2 plus 0. Correct. Which from following metal ion in their respective oxidation state form colorless compound? 3d0. 3d0, no unpaired electron. 3d0, no unpaired electrons. Next, calculate the number of moles of electron required to convert 1.1 mole. So 1.1 mole chromium. What is the oxidation state of the chromium here? Chromium 14 to 6, 14 to 12, 6. So this is plus 6, 2 plus 3. So this is for 6 na. So this is for the plus 6 to plus 3. Get it? So 1.1 mole multiply by 6. So this is how much? 6.6 mole. 6.6 mole. This is a very important question. Please make as an IMP question, as a numerical. Identify the element from having observed electronic configuration 3d10 4s1. So 3d10 4s1 copper. So copper has atomic number. How much atomic number for copper? 29. 29. So argon has a value 18. So 18 plus 10 plus 1. So become as a 29. 3d10 4s1. Yes, calculate the number of moles of electrons. Same question here. To convert 0.08 mole Mn. So what is the oxidation state of Mn here? 8 plus 7. So plus 7 to plus 2, 5. So 0.08 multiply by 5. So what is your answer? 0.4. 0.4 is the answer. Oxidation state, change in oxidation state. Plus 7 to plus 2. Plus 7 to plus 2. So this is 5 change. How much change here? 5. So that's why I am taking as a multiply by 5. And this is 0.08 mole. So 0.08 mole multiply by change in oxidation state 5. Identify the element having outer electronic configuration 3d3 4s2. 3d3 4s2 vanadium. 23 atomic number. Argon how much? 18. 18 plus 3 plus 2. How much atomic number here? 23. So 23 as a vanadium. So vanadium is the element. Find the numerical value of magnetic moment Mn plus 2. So Mn plus 2 is a 3d5. So 5 unpaired electron 5.92. This is a table. 5 unpaired electron 5.92. 5 unpaired 5.92. Identify the pair of elements from the following so that both the members exhibit same value of calculated plus 2. Calculated plus 2, so chromium and iron is the answer. So chromium plus 2, calculated magnetic moment. So chromium plus 2, so this is 3d8, 3d9 actually, 3d9. Get it? And then Fe plus 2, so this is a 3d6. So they having the 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. 4 unpaired electrons. So unpaired electrons same. It has the same number of magnetic moment. Very important question. Chromium and iron. So actually this is the answer here. Chromium and iron also there. Cr2 plus, Fe2 plus. Okay, 4.90, 4.90. 4 unpaired, 4.90. Okay, get it, everyone? Which element from following has different electronic configuration is expected and observed due to extra stability? Chromium. So expected and observed. Expected as a 3d4, 4s2, and observed as a 3d5, 4s1. So expected and observed are different. Expected, theoretical. Expected, that is theoretical. Observed are experimental. Chromium. Chromium is the answer. Which element from following argon? Argon 18 plus 3 plus 2. How much atomic number? 23. So 23 as a vanadium. 23 as a vanadium. Which from following element does not belongs to 3D series? Tc. Tc, technetium. Technetium is not a 3D series. Not a 3D series. Which of the following catalyst is used in the hydrogenation of oil? Finely divided nickel. Finely divided nickel. Which pair of element from following has half filled d orbital in their observed electronic configuration? So manganese. Manganese as a 3d5, 3d5, 4s2, and Cr has a 3d5, 4s1. So manganese and chromium. Observe electronic configuration. Half filled. Half filled stand for D5. So we show the D5. D5 is half filled. Manganese and chromium. Identify false statement. False statement about the transition element. These element property, property between those of S and P block element, correct. All these elements are grouped as 3D to 6D, correct. 5D series, that's comprise all the elements, all, not all elements. So this is false, not true. Element of 6D series belong to 7th period of periodic table. Yes, it is correct. This is important question for 2026 exam. Which element from following does not exhibit magnetic moment plus 2? Scandium. Zinc. Zinc has a 3d10. 3d10 4s2. So there is no unpaired electron. No unpaired electron, there is no magnetic moment. So 0, 0 unpaired electron. 0 unpaired, 0 Bohr magneton value. Are you getting this one? Zn2 plus 3d10. Which among the following is not exhibited by transition element? Not exhibited by transition element. These are generally hard. Yes, correct. These form alloy with other metal. Correct. These do not conduct heat. Wrong. They conduct heat. These are malleable and ductile. Yes, correct. These are the good conductor of heat and electricity. Which of the following alloy is used in construction of outer fuselage of ultra high speed aircraft? Stainless steel. Answer as a stainless steel. Next question. What is the change in oxidation state Mn during decolorization of acidified potassium permanganate by moist sulfur dioxide? Decreases by +5. So Mn +7 to Mn +2. Mn +7 to Mn +2. Decreases by 5. What is the number of unpaired electron? Cobalt +2. So number of unpaired electron in cobalt +2, 3d7. So 3d7 has 3 unpaired electrons. 3d7, 3 unpaired electrons. Which from following element is not regarded as transition element? Zinc. Because 3d10, 4s2 electron configuration. All cells are filled. Which from following is non-ferrous alloy? Non-ferrous, steel. All steel are ferrous, so this is brass is your answer. Brass. Which transition series includes element silver? 4d. 4d includes the silver. Ag stand for silver. This is silver. Identify the element from following such that the last electron enters n-1 d orbital. Titanium. Titanium 3d2. Next 4s2, 3d2, 4s2. Titanium. बाकीचे सर्व A block elements. Remaining are A block elements. Which from following is soft metal? Very important. Zinc. IMP question. Zinc is a soft metal. 2026 also there. Soft metal, zinc. Which transition element includes an element Au? Au stand for gold. Au stand for gold. 5D series मध्ये gold आहे. 5D series contain gold. Which from following pair of element is used to prepare alloy used to obtain machinery part? Marine ship. Copper and nickel. Copper and nickel. Which from following not a transition element? Polonium is not a transition element. It is the inner transition element. Inner transition. F block element. F block. F block inner transition. Inner transition element. What is the number of unpaired electron Mn in observed electronic configuration. So 3d5 4s2 5 unpaired electron. So it contains 5 unpaired electron. 3d5 5 unpaired electron. Which from following 4D series of transition element? Cadmium. Cadmium is the 4D series element. Atomic number 48. Zinc has a 3D. Copper 3D. Zinc, cadmium, mercury. This is 5D. Atomic number zinc 30. Which from following cations develop lowest value of spin only magnetic moment? Vanadium. Vanadium plus 3. 3d2 2 unpaired 2.84. So 3d2. Which from following element not regarded as transition element? Mercury. Mercury is not a transition element according to IUPAC system. All the valence shell are completely filled. Which transition series include cobalt and molybdenum? 3D and 4D. So cobalt as a 3D. Molybdenum as a 4D. 3D and 4D series. Identify the element from following. Last electron is placed n-1d orbital. Silver. And remaining element, all these remaining options as a dysprosium, plutonium, protactinium, F block elements. F block, n-2f. Inner transition series. What is the number of unpaired electron? Unpaired electron, titanium plus 3, 1. So 3d1 electronic configuration. 3d1. 1 unpaired electron. 3d1, 1 unpaired electrons. Which cation from following develop least magnetic moment? Copper 2 plus 3d9. So 1 unpaired electron. Copper 2 plus 1 unpaired electron, 1.73. 3d9, 1 unpaired, 1.73, copper 2 plus. Please note down, copper 2 plus. Which from following is a soft metal? Again the very important question. Cadmium. Zinc, cadmium and mercury. Mercury is liquid. Mercury is liquid. Soft metal. IMP question. Important 2026 exam. Chromium. Chromium is very hard. This is hardest. Chromium is very hard. Always remember. Which from following element form color compound? Color compounds. Chromium plus 3. And all these are the 0 unpaired electron. 0 unpaired electron. 0 unpaired electron. Chromium 3 plus. Chromium 3 plus. 3d3. So 3d3, 3 unpaired electron. Identify the catalyst used in following reaction 500 degrees centigrade. Iron chromium. Iron chromium is a compound used to prepare carbon monoxide water into carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. Which from following Used in Fischer-Tropsch process. Cobalt thorium. Cobalt thorium is used for preparation of gasoline, synthesis of gasoline, Fischer-Tropsch process. Synthesis of gasoline, very important, cobalt thorium alloy. Find the value of spin only magnetic moment Zn2 plus 0.0 because this is the 3d10, 0 unpaired electron. This is the 3d10, 0 unpaired electron, so 0 magnetic moment. What is the value of spin only magnetic moment? Mn2 plus 3d5. So 3d5 contain 5 unpaired electron. So what is the value for 5 unpaired electron? 5.92. So 5 unpaired electron is 5.92. So manganese plus 2, 3d5, 5 unpaired, 5.92 is your answer. Which pair of elements from following is used to make alloy for trophies? Copper and tin. So it is the bronze medal or bronze. Copper and tin used for making trophies, medals, statues because it is non-rusting, non-corrosive. Which from following oxidation state develop highest spin only magnetic moment? 3d5, 5 unpaired electron, 5.92 Bohr magneton value, Bm, Bohr magneton. Manganese plus 2, again manganese plus 2, 5 unpaired, 5.92. Unpaired electron increases, magnetic moment increases, 5.92 is your answer. 5 unpaired. Which cation from following exhibit no magnetic moment? So no magnetic moment, 0 magnetic moment, 0.0 Bm, Bohr magneton. So this is scandium as a 3d0, so 0 unpaired electron as a scandium 3d0, 0 unpaired electron, so 0 is value, 0 unpaired electrons. Next question. What is the value of spin only magnetic moment? Copper 2 plus is a 3d9. So this is 1 unpaired electron, 1.73. 1.73, 1 unpaired electron. If there is 1 unpaired electron, so this is only 1 unpaired electron, 3d9, copper 2 plus, 3d9, 1 unpaired electron, and if there is 1 unpaired electron, this is 1.73 is your value, 1.73 Bohr magneton. Get it? What is the formula here? Mu is equal to under root of the n plus 2 Bohr magneton. So if there is a 1 unpaired electron, so under root as a 1 plus 2, so calculation as a under root 3, so under root 3 as a 1.73 Bohr magneton. Get it? So this is only 1, that's the number of unpaired electron. Number of unpaired electron is equal to 1, 3d9. So how to calculate the unpaired electron in this way? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So this is unpaired electron. Unpaired electron. So how many unpaired electron is there? 1. So 1 unpaired electron. This is the 1.73 Bohr magneton value.